Hello, football fans. Welcome back to GOALSIDE. Soccer isn't something that you can fake. It's a feeling, a passion, a lifestyle. Football is a wonderful sport. Over the course of time, it has captured the heart of millions and millions of followers around the world. Football, because of the joy, passion, and love it has spread all over the world, was given the name the beautiful game. Unfortunately, the beautiful game has some faulty aspects as well, which tend to ruin the beautiful game. One such aspect which is most talked about in the world is diving. It is a fact that diving is a part of football and has taken over the game like a plague. Diving is used to describe the actions committed by a player on the pitch in order to gain an unfair advantage. These actions include falling on the ground and faking injuries to make the impression that a foul has been committed. Diving is committed by players in many scenarios. All of these scenarios are for getting an unfair advantage somehow. These scenarios range from getting free kicks, penalties, to sending your opponent off the pitch. In my opinion, diving is the lowest level a professional player can stoop to. But at the same time, it cannot be denied that it is very much part of the game. Punishments of diving vary. It really depends upon the ref. If the referee catches you in the act of faking a foul, he might give you a yellow card. Other fines might also be implemented on the player off the pitch by the authorities. There have been many incidents when players have taken the act of diving way too far. The list also includes some of the most notable faces in the world of football. Didier Drogba. Didier Drogba is one of my personal favorite footballers ever. The man played the highlight part of his career with Chelsea. Drogba created a great reputation for himself. He was considered a great sportsman, a tough player, and a kind human being. But unfortunately, he was a diver as well. Drogba has been caught in the act of diving on several occasions. The most notable incident was in the Champions League match of Chelsea versus Napoli. This huge controversy was created when Drogba fell down on the ground after a mild contact on the face with an opponent player. While he was down on the ground faking his pain, he was caught peeking at the camera. Rivaldo was a Brazilian superstar. He was among the most influential Brazilian footballers ever, but even a man of his capabilities has been caught diving many times. World Cup 2002. Rivaldo was at the corner flag awaiting the ball, which was passed towards him by an opposing player. The ball struck Rivaldo somewhere on the leg, and then suddenly he fell down with his head in his hands, showing that he was in excruciating pain. This act caused him a ton of fines by the authorities, along with a yellow card, as well as a hard hit on his reputation. Gerrard. Stevie G is an English football legend and one of the biggest figures in Liverpool history. Gerrard has criticized the act of diving many times during his career. He condemns it and educates his fellow players that no matter how bad the circumstances are, you should never indulge yourself in such acts. Unfortunately, Gerrard has many times been caught doing the act of which against he speaks. Stevie G is a diver. In crucial matches against teams like Arsenal, he has been caught faking fouls in order to gain an unfair advantage for his team. Gareth Bale has built a name for himself in the act of diving, even before Real Madrid during his time at the Tottenham Spurs. Bale has a dribbling and speed advantage over his defending opponents. The defenders back at Arsenal and Aston Villa are very much aware of how low he can stoop in order to gain an unfair advantage for himself. Suarez. How can you forget Suarez when it comes to diving? He's taken the act of diving way too far on many occasions. During his time at Liverpool, Vincent Kompany was a victim of his diving. The player has proved that he would do anything in order for a win. Robinho, yet another Brazilian football superstar who was actually known to take the act of diving so far in disrespecting the beautiful game. Robinho, no doubt, is a player of class. He has played for some of the giant clubs of the world, like Real Madrid. While playing for Santos, the player showed both of his attributes. He was sent off for diving after scoring 2 goals for his team. His remembered acts of diving would be the ones committed during El Clásico while playing for Real Madrid. Other than the above-mentioned players, I think it would be safe to say that when bad circumstances take over your conscience, anyone can indulge in such acts. Take the example of the current best players in the world. Players like Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar Jr. have been caught doing the same deeds many times on the pitch. Diving is like a plague, the poorest aspect of the most beautiful sport in the world. Stronger and harsh decisions should be taken against diving, otherwise it can remain an integral part of football.